Hello parents and my dear intelligent students. First of all, let me thank each and every kid or a parent who met me in last 1 month and asked me about my webinars and videos. And thank you for your concern. I was very busy with my house shifting, but now I'm back. I'm back with my videos and I'm back with more questions on mathsjadugar.com, and soon we will start webinars where we will interact with the students. And for multiples and factors, today we are going to learn about lesson 1, which is properties of multiples and factors. As I've told you in the past, that if you want to understand anything, any concept in the math, first understand the behavior. Everything originates from the behavior of number when we are talking about number theory or number mathematics. Same way multiples and factors, because it is all about numbers. It originates from the behavior of number, and once you understand what is multiple and what is factor, you will understand all these properties and you don't need to memorize it. I am always against memorization when it comes to math. Memorizing math concepts or the properties which we learn in math kills your aptitude to understand math. And aptitude is the most important thing. How your brain logic is working. If you kill your processing speed, maybe you will learn few things, few small concepts, but you will never be able to become an expert in math. So don't kill your logical aptitude, don't kill your reasoning aptitude. And how you can do that? By understanding the concepts. So let us understand properties of multiples and factors. I'm not going into the details what is multiple and factors, but you know that when we multiply any number with the natural numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, that's called multiples. For example, the multiple of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on. Factors, when we divide anything, for example, if we divide 6 by 1, 2, 3, whatever, and remainder should be 0, like we get the answer, the full answer, that is called factors. So factors of 6 would be 6, of course, 3, 2, 1, like that. Now, you also know that division is opposite of multiplication, which we learned in mental math, and subtraction is opposite of addition, and that is the reason because multiplication is a repeated addition and division is a repeated subtraction. So both are opposite, and if you know good multiplication, if you're fast in multiplication, division becomes easy. If you know fast addition, subtraction becomes easy. Same way multiples and factors are opposite of each other, and first three properties you will see these are opposite to each other. If you know this, you know this. To start with multiples, first property is there are infinite multiple for any number. Very, very obvious and common sense, because when you are multiplying any number with a given number, for example, let's say 2, if you multiply 1, it becomes 2, then 2, multiply 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and you can go on till infinity, because you can multiply infinity numbers in this. That's why the multiples are always infinite, and don't need to memorize, just understand multiples and you will understand why the multiples are infinite. Same way factors, why factors are finite? Because when you are dividing, the numbers are becoming lower and the smallest factor is always 1. So it would be finite. For example, the factors of 6, 6, 3, 2, 1, only 4 factors. Factors of 2, 2 and 1, finite factors. So that's why factors are finite. First two properties opposite of each other. Very easy, very common sense. So believe in common sense, believe in understanding. Second one, multiples will always be equal or greater than the given number. For example, if 2 is the number, what are the multiples? The first multiple will be when you multiply 2 with 1, and answer would be 2. So it would be equal to 2. The next multiple, when you multiply 2, it would be bigger or greater. So this is the second property. And this property is going to be very useful when you will learn the mental math technique to calculate least common multiple or lowest common multiple. This property is going to be very, very useful. So keep that in mind. And again, don't memorize, understand. If you're not able to understand, do it in your mind. Think about the multiples, think about any number and see, am I saying the correct thing or not? Test by yourself, use your supercomputer, process it there and test whether I'm right or wrong. Factors, equal or lower than number, opposite of this one. Because when you divide any number with the smallest number 1, you get the biggest answer, the quotient will be biggest. So 6, the biggest factor or the highest factor of 6 is 6 itself. The highest factor of 100, 100 itself. So any number, the first highest factor will be equal and the others will be smaller, but because when you divide anything with 2, the number will half. Divide by 3, number will be 1/3. So it will be smaller, and this quality again will be very useful while doing fast highest common factor as well as even in fast calculation of factors. So these two properties are very useful in mental math, and that's what mental math is all about. Using, understanding the behavior properties of the numbers and the concepts and making your calculation fast without going into the depth of different methods which are given for average students, because when you start doing mental math you don't remain average, you become one of the greatest in the field of mathematics. So you need to have the greatest technique, and greatest techniques comes out of the most common things, common sense. The third property is odd number can never be a multiple of even number. Why? Just test it. Any even number, when you multiply with another number, always the answer will be even. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8. The multiple of 4, 4, 8, 12, right? So whenever you are multiplying an even number with another number, answer will always be even. And the reason is because when you add even and even, answer is even. The reason is that's how the numbers are made. One even, then odd. Then even, then odd. That is the reason. So that is why odd number can never be a multiple of even number, because what is multiplication? It's a repeated addition. When you are adding even number with itself again and again, answer will always be even. That's why odd number can never be a multiple of an even number. The opposite is here. Even number can never be a factor of odd number. See the example. For example, 9. What are the factors? 9, 3, 1, right? Is any number even? No. It's not possible because it's opposite, same thing, For example, factor is opposite of multiple. So we know that when we add even with even, or when we multiply even with any number, answer will always be even. So it cannot be a factor of an odd number. And we saw it by example. Test by yourself. Understand all these three properties, because these three properties are very important in mental math, which we will learn in lesson 2 and 3. The fourth property, number itself is a multiple of every number. Very simple thing, very common sense, right? The first multiple of any number, 5 itself, right? So that is a property, very easy, and it's a common sense again. Fourth, prime number, a beautiful concept in mathematics, even very important behind the evolution, theory, a very important part of number theory, have always fascinated mathematician. Prime numbers, the definition of prime numbers come out of the factors, the number which has only two factors. The lowest even prime number is 2, because it has only two factors, 1 and 2. The lowest odd prime number is 3. It has two factors, only 1 and 3. There are many other prime numbers like 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and so on. So prime number definition comes because of the factors, the numbers with only two factors. Remember, 1 is a special number. It has only one factor, so it is not considered as a prime number. We call it a special number. Then comes the composite number, a number which has 3 or more than 3 factors. So composite is all except prime number and except 1, of course. For example, 4, it has factor 4, 2 and 1, 3 factors, right? So that would be composite number. The sixth property, 1 and number itself are factor of every number. Very simple, right? If I want to know the factor of 3, 3 and 1. So in any case, every number will have at least 2 factors, the number itself and the 1, even the prime number. All other numbers may have more factors, but these two will definitely be there. Of course, in the case of 1, which is special number, the number itself and 1 both are same. That's why it is a special number, because of this sixth property. Seventh, smallest factor of every number is 1. And this is the reason we talk about highest common factor. We don't talk about lowest common factor, because the lowest or smallest common factor of every number is 1. So there is no practical application of that. It's a constant. It's always 1. That is the reason. And why we don't talk about highest common multiple? Because infinite, you can go till infinity. We don't even know what is highest common multiple of any number. That's why we don't talk about highest common multiple as well. So kids, try to understand these properties. If you understand, mental math will become very, very easy for you. Math will become very, very easy for you. It's a sports, and sports has to be practiced only after understanding the rules. And rules are common sense which comes out of the behavior of the numbers itself. And thank you very much. Soon we will come out with the lesson 2. Thank you.